Welcome, eager seekers of knowledge, to the conundrum of existence. Where does the boundary of the multiverse truly dissolve and fade into a gradient, and what lies beyond? Bleedspace, they say. In the realm where dimensions merge, where realities intertwine like lovers in a dance of quantum synchronicity, lies Bleedspace, above the sphere of gods. Bleedspace, the threshold of infinity where existence and nothingness intermingle. But what is the true nature of this cosmic frontier? Bleedspace, where the illusions of the material world meet the realm of pure ideas, where philosophy, science, and mysticism converge in a cosmic ballet of questions without answers.
Drink of the bleed mandrake, hit within the cube, feel its power break through the source wall. For when you break through that wall, all those worlds that await will be yours.
Decades ago, Vertigo Comics published a print by the name of Lucifer 2000, in which the angelic Son of God, the Father, had longed for a sense of freedom, escaping the boundary of creation set forth by the Lord himself. Lucifer finds himself in an unfamiliar place, a void that contained other creations, contradictions, rogue concepts, and total freedom from the eyes of his creator. Moving deeper into this void, Lucifer notes that a powerful mind is required to channel the cosmic sea of Brahma into focus. But what is the Sea of Brahma? From the Hindu religion, the Sea of Eternity, or also called the Garbhodaka Void, is where creators place their multiverses, universes, and more, and allow them to grow. If you travel through this void as a comic book enthusiast, you'll find that many others comment that this void is the same void that we saw in a future publication from DC, which goes by the name of Final Crisis Superman Beyond Issues 1 and 2, which came out in the year 2008. But this is not any sort of cosmic revelation that should be listened to. The void we see in the pages of Superman Beyond, also called the Overvoid, or the Monitor Mind, is a reference to the absolute void of Hinduism and the Ain of the Kabbalah, another Jewish mystic-based religious view that shares a similar cosmological hierarchy to the Vedic practices of Hinduism. The absolute void contains nothing, no energy, no concepts, no space or time, no anything at all. If there are any contradictions and energies within this void, then it is not the absolute void. But how do we know the definition for sure? Well, the author tells us the parameters of this monitor mind in various interviews, as well as a guidebook that says all physical and conceptual anything surrender to the monitor mind and become meaningless. However, in the pages of Lucifer 2000, Lucifer's white void contains contradictions, other creations, rogue sentient concepts, movement, speech, potentially infinitely more creations like the one he was born into. The concept of Bleedspace in the Final Crisis series was meant to be something profoundly meta, and by that I mean it was a reference to what is exterior the artwork. As weird as it sounds, the context of where Bleedspace exists in the Superman Beyond series is what is outside of the artwork in a literal sense. However, in all other series, Bleedspace is the interdimensional pathway to other creations, universes, and multiverses. In the guidebook, it is also called a void. The Bleedspace and the Lucifer White Void, also called the Sea of Brahma, have identically the same definition. Both are voids that contain all creations that lead to pathways that connect to other universes, creations, and multiverses. The Sea of Eternity is the same place that we get to see Lucifer fly through as he peers into the unknown void of eternity to witness other creations looming nearby. In Bleedspace, we also see this occur in many other issues of DC Comics, but remember, toss the Superman Beyond version of this out because its context is not the same. Back in Death of the New Gods, we are told that Bleedspace exists beyond the source wall and outside of the sphere of gods, as the demigod Metron explains for us clearly. This means that beyond the source wall was simply more Bleedspace, more creations, other creators, creating more like the one we are witnessing here and now. Somewhere far away, the rules may not apply as they do here. Somewhere else, another malevolent entity might stir and plot against creators in the void of the Sea of Brahma. Bleedspace is wild space, and some of the comics mention that it looms above and contains even the sphere of gods. The notion of Bleedspace and the void that Lucifer himself flew through are exactly the same location. They function the same way. So now that the doors of cosmic midnight are open to you, and the font of power and knowledge are accessible, you can go forth and educate others in the comic book world on what the comic books say about these locations. The Bleedspace and the Lucifer White Void are exactly the same location. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to subscribe and like. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and share this video to others. Take care out there in the void of eternity, and trust no one, for there are many beyond the horizon who seek to manipulate you into falsehoods. Be careful.